Welcome back to another Black City Coffee vlog. Okay, let's read this first. Oh wow. Hello Meg, I've been following your vlog and podcast on YouTube for a while now. I find your content very helpful in developing my roast. Cool. I use a RKDrum roaster. We'll throw it up on the screen. With a 4-pound drum. Wow. 5-pound max. The heat source is a 65,000 BTU propane grill. Okay. I've added the recommended thermometer and determine actual environment temperature, but it's mostly sight, smell, sound roasting. Okay. Intuitive. My customers seem to enjoy the open fire roasting. Oh, it's an open fire. Okay. I think it adds something to the taste. Plus, I have the ability to smoke the beans during the drying phase. I admire your take on the roasting process, and I try to soak up as much knowledge as possible. I, however, don't drink my coffee black, so cupping notes are somewhat lost on me. I would certainly love to get your feedback on 3 of my top sellers. P.S. I love the different hats. I'll send you one of my forage hats. New, of course. Wow. You gotta open that. A little about myself. I'm a carpenter, welder, blacksmith, bladesmith by trade. My wife tells me I'm a hobby collector. You know, jack of all, master of none. Yes, me too. Anyway, I started roasting in 2016 on a hot air popper. Quickly moved into a small fresh roast fluid bed machine. Okay, that red tall one. Then into a Baymore 1600 plus. Cool, where you can monitor. Cool. And now the RKDrum. I gotta look that up. I've been selling in retail stores. Cool. Locally for almost 2 years. The last few months retail sales have almost tripled. Wow, congrats. So I must be doing something right. Have a blessed day. Dwayne Bennett. Cross and Anvil Coffee Company. Wow, cool. Cross and Anvil Coffee Company, thank you for sending us coffee to cup today on our last vlog in this home. Wow. All right, I don't want to look yet at the notes because I want to do it blind. I want to do it fresh. Okay, so we'll look at that after. All right, let's open it. Oh, I forgot to say, welcome back to another Black City Coffee vlog, where we're going to take a break after this one. This is like the last vlog here at this location for a while. Wow. I get a hat to cup with today. Oh, it's too big. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm going to do them blind. Okay? So I'm going to number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to grind these up. We'll get them all lined up. We'll get water going. We'll get the timer going. And then we'll come back to you. Okay. All right. We're back. This is a very dark cupping table. I'm excited. We're going to do a little sniffy sniff first. And then we're going to get some water into these guys. Okay? Nectarine. Coconut and cocoa powder. Chocolate. Number 2. Walnut fudge. And some kind of like seared meat. Number 3. Wow, this is the darkest one. Whoa. What is that? This smells Asian, like Asian food. Okay, last one. Oh. Whoa. This is really familiar in like a candied artificial okay, Mexican candy, the one that you push through the thingy. It's not Lucas, right? It's the jam one that you push through the thingy, the red one. It smells like that. Interesting. Okay, so on the nose, these are like the darkest. These were had some like fruit to them. Interesting. Haven't smelled that before. This one was interesting. This one was really peculiar. There's a funkiness to it. It's got a funk. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay, so we're gonna get some water in these guys, and then we're gonna cup it. All right, we're back. We only have this kettle right now, so it's a little slow. Let's see if we can move quicker. Not really. All right, again, this is not an SCA cupping at all. This is an intuitive cupping for fun. I cup your coffees sort of deal. This one needs a little bit more. Okay, we'll let these guys steep and brew. And we will come back in 4 minutes to break the crust and see what that smells like. And then we're going to wait like 10 minutes or so. And then cup. Let's break the crust. This is clean, right? Grape nuts. Rubber. Wow, this is so funky. A pencil eraser. And like some kind of like stewed meat, barbecue meat. Sweet and sour sauce. That's what that smells like. Okay. Interesting. Now when I rattle off tasting notes, there is no good or bad. It's just what it tastes like. Okay. So the tasting note gives us a clue as to what the roast level is, what process, what origin, all that stuff. So they're little breadcrumbs to follow. And everybody has a preference of how they like their coffee. And like you said, Dwayne, you don't drink your coffee black. So you would need coffee that would support cream and sugar and all that good stuff, right? So these cups make sense. And in a dark cupping, you should probably have more water to clear your cup, which we will do. And you would want to do this quicker than I'm doing. This is slower, but you know, this is not a SCA spec cupping. This is a cupping for fun and discovery. And the reason why you'd want to do it quicker is because as you let the grounds steep in there, they are brewing longer. So the cup is becoming stronger. So we want to, like, if we're going to compare cup to cup, we just want to be consistent. And so that's why that would be kind of a issue, but not a huge deal. And I think, Dwayne, you told me you've never cupped before or gone to a cupping. I still highly encourage you to do that, even after I'm cupping your coffee. Or even just to do your own coffee, just like this, how I'm doing. Like, there's nothing professional about what I'm doing. It's totally, anybody can do this. We're gonna go away and we're gonna come back in like 4 more minutes and let these guys cool down a little bit so we can taste more, because temperature masks flavor. Now we get to the good part. Let's cup. Got my little spit cup here. Now, why would you want to drink versus spit? Well, that's honestly SCA stuff, so official stuff, the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to spit, okay? But I typically don't. But I think for this dark cupping, we're going to spit because I already had 2 cups of coffee today, so I'm going to try not to take any more caffeine, okay? But total preference for you. Okay, so we're going to go, here's the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to rinse in between. And, all right, here we go. It's like cocoa nibs, cocoa, big cocoa note, apricot, dried apricot, walnut skin. So reminiscent of like a Glenmorangie whiskey without the whiskey part. All right. And like an orange pith. There's like a bitterness in there. Orange. Orange color, light orange color. You can also cut by color too, if you think that way. So maybe if you don't have the words yet, maybe colors come to you. And sometimes that kind of helps you direct your vocabulary and get the gears going in terms of matching what you're tasting to what actually is, you know. And this is all kind of based on what you've actually tasted in real life. So we don't want to say words that are just words that don't mean anything to us. You can say stuff like, you know, I just had grapes today, so it kind of tastes like grapes. You could say that, okay? You can say anything, honestly. All right, number 2. Prune roast. Like a coffee rub, like a coffee meat rub. There is acidity in here, and I think that's a plum or a prune that I'm tasting. A classic dark roasty flavor. Yeah, it's very dark. And then like a very high quality dark chocolate. The ones that you get a little like, there's acidity in here. And that's great. I love to see and taste acidity in a dark roast because it's not just kind of like flat in one note. So I like that. Okay. This is more like a darker medium. Like what you would sort of find everywhere else in the world. They would call that a medium. Whereas if you bought like my medium, you're like, this tastes like a light roast. And that's because I'm a hot and fast roaster and tend to like more acidic and light roasts. All right, number 3. I think it's the darkest one. Oh, woo. This one is very dark. All right. That is very dark, Dwayne. Wow. This is darker than my preference for sure. This is probably the darkest roast I've ever cupped on this channel. So you win right here at number 3. Roast. The finish is very long, so like a smoked meat. Like I smoke meats all the time, briskets and stuff like this. That is like a smoked meat in a cup. Okay. But hey, there's a market for that for sure. Wow, this is really nice. What is this? It's like an almond cherry liqueur. Interesting. Almond roca? That kind of candy? Yeah. Almost like, you know, those liqueur chocolates. Kind of has that little flair to it too. So that's interesting. All right. So those are my first initial thoughts. We're at 14 minutes now. Let's see what they taste like now. So as coffee starts to cool, it'll change, possibly, right? And we want to see where the coffee lands, as in like as it cools. We want to see what it tastes like now. This is my speed here, Dwayne. I like this one a lot. This is gotten sweeter. It's gotten brighter. Now it's like a very candied apricot. So that apricot has like sweetened out and gotten really nice. I like this one a lot. Solid dark roast here. Great acidity still into the finish and in the mid palate. Tastes like prune. Prune, plum, purple. This is orange. This is color orange. This is color purple. I like it. That is so dark. This is color black. for your heavy cream and sugar, you know, that kind of mixed drink. This is like a dark red color. There's like a really strong cherry liqueur here. That liqueur part is the interesting part, like the thing I can't really quite place, or like a, and then there's that like almond roca, almond liqueur. What is that flavor? You usually find it like during the holidays. It's like an almond cherry creamer flavor, and I forget what it's called. Okay. Ranking them. Number 1 here, I really like this, Dwayne. Number 2, I like this one. This one's interesting. This one's a little head turner here. Like, what? And then this one, solid dark roast, something that I think I would roast here and offer as dark as I could go without burning it or anything like that, without getting any like, and still retaining some interesting nuance and flavor here. This is a really nice dark roast, I think. This one is incredibly dark. Like you've taken this, I guess this is what you would call Vienna or Italian. I don't know. It is the darkest coffee I've ever cupped. So thank you. All right, let's figure out what these are. Okay, number 1. Okay. Ethiopian Sweet Lily, a medium. Really nice. Well done. I like that one. Number 2. Indian Missouri Nuggets, medium plus. Wow. Okay. Okay, see? So that's your medium plus, right? To me, that's a dark. But there's no wrong answers. Number 3, Wrath of God. Dark Indian Cherry Robusta. Oh, there you go. That's why it was so intense. Good thing I spit it. So with Robusta, it's like a lot of caffeine, right? Really crazy, like almost rubber. Definitely. That is an appropriate name. Wrath of God. That was awesome. Thank you for that. That's cool. A Robusta. And that's probably how I should have roasted. I've roasted it one time, and it was difficult. And this is a Nicaraguan, Nueva Segovia, a medium. Really nice, interesting. Nicaraguans are good. Whoa. We got partly cloudy skies, so forgive me. I come in and out of focus. Overexposed, underexposed. That was awesome. Okay, your notes. Okay, we've got Ethiopian Sidamo. This was a natural process, medium roast, sourced from Cafe Creole. Okay. Ethiopian heirloom cultivar. Charge at $3.75. First crack at 18 minutes. Wow, 18 minutes. These are low and slow, huh? Second crack, 20 minutes. Drop temp, 510. Weight loss. Now, these are all going to be different, guys. So, like we said, right, we're talking about a 4-drum roaster. Okay, that's very big. Double the size of my roaster. Weight loss, 14 grams. Roast date in March, earlier March. Okay. So this will probably even get sweeter as the another week or 2 goes by. So it's going to be nice. Ethiopian. Okay, Nicaraguan was over here. This was Luis Belladerez medium, Nueva Segovia region, red and yellow Catura, Pacamara varietal. So it should be big, right? They look kind of normal to me. Okay, source Theta Ridge coffee. Oh, so they're all over. Okay. All right, charge $3.95, so higher charge here. First crack at 17 minutes. Second crack at 20 minutes. Drop temp at 525. Wow. Now, also, what we have to remember, too, when we're hearing numbers like this, like we're all using different probes, right? We have to keep that in mind. Where the probe is placed in the drum, all kinds of stuff can affect these numbers. So when y'all hear numbers, don't think your numbers have to match all the time. He's just letting us know what his stats were for these roasts. Okay. All right, the Wrath of God. This is the craziest one. Okay, Indian Cherry Robusta from Royal Coffee, New York. Okay, Royal Coffee. Charge 400, crack, 18 minutes, second crack, 22 minutes. Drop 30 seconds into second crack. Okay. Drop temp at 550. Wow. Weight loss is 19%. Okay. That's crazy. I gotta let people try that and just see what they think too. Like, don't tell them anything and just let them try it. Like, what is this? Okay, Indian Mysore nuggets. I've never heard of this ever. Medium. This one. Cultivar is called Chandragiri. Indian. Okay. Wow, I got to taste some real cool stuff today. 350 plus or minus charge. Okay, so a really low charge. First crack at 18 minutes, second crack at 22 minutes, drop temp 525. Weight loss at 14%. Interesting. This was nice. Wow, we got to try Indian coffee today. Thank you, Dwayne. That's so cool. And this Indian Robusta. Wow. I didn't know India was making coffee. Very cool. And from Royal Coffee. Anyway, that was so cool, Dwayne. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sending us very interesting, fun coffee samples to cup here on the channel on our last vlog too. No doubt. Like, very cool, very fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for the hat. Shout out to you. Great job on your roasts. You know what you're doing. You're in retail stores. Congrats. But yeah, I encourage you to take a cupping course. Take your coffees with you. I was so scared letting people try my coffee, but try not to let that scare you. It's all, everybody that you meet in coffee typically is so nice, right? And they'll probably geek out about these coffees that you have here and ask you where you got it, da-da-da. And, another fellow coffee geek. So thank you so much. I hope y'all appreciated that. I'll be back when I can. And I really appreciate y'all's support through everything and through the move and all that good stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's just hope for the best, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. The shop will be closing for, I'm guessing, at least a month or two. I will keep you updated. Follow me on Black City Coffee, BLK City Coffee Roasters? No roasters. On Instagram, that's where I'll probably keep everything up to date. The store will be kind of like on a temporary stasis, I guess. I think I can pause it for sure for the time being. But all of this is going to be packed up today, tomorrow, something like that. I was just waiting for Dwayne's coffee so we could cup for y'all in this last vlog. But thank you again so much. I've had so much fun making content. But like I said, I can't guarantee anything when and where we'll be back and all this stuff making coffee content. So it's been a blast. Thank you so much. And we'll follow you and we'll see you in the next one.